Applying for a mortgage can be intimidating, but not if you know what to expect. Matt and Ron Phipps of Phipps Realty are here to prep us. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen.
Pleasure.
Ron is actually going to be the 2011 president of the National Association of Realtors, and Matt, his son, is a licensed salesperson, also part of the NAR Communication Committee. Thank you for joining us, guys. Now, when you apply for a mortgage, what are some of the factors you should consider?
First and foremost, you want to make sure that you have the income to support buying a house. So you want to be pre-qualified, and that really is your first step. Before you even look at a house, figure out what you can actually afford. You need a reliable job. What would you like to build on that with, Matt?
Well, you want a pre-approval letter. It's going to be an important instrument, not only in saying how much you can afford, but also in terms of when you make an offer with a short sale with anyone, this sort of shows the potential seller that you're qualified to buy the property. I think it's very important to call a mortgage broker, call a few mortgage brokers, find one that you're comfortable with, and also shop around. See what the best rate that you can possibly find is.
Now, what's the mortgage approval process?
Painful sometimes. And the reason I say that is that it's gotten much harder than it was. Yeah. 2 or 3 years ago, it was simply easy.
Oh, they were handing them out like candy.
Right. You signed your name. In fact, the entertainment industry is you just had to be breathing and you could get financing. We've gone the other extreme. First and foremost, you're going to need to have a formal application. They're going to appraise the property to make certain that the value is there. And there are all sorts of challenges with that. They'll do a credit report on you to make sure that you have good credit, that you pay your bills on time. They're also going to want something called clear title. They want to make sure that the former owner has enough money to close, and that when they give a mortgage to you, that they're the only lien holder against that property.
Understood.
And it sounds fairly complicated, but it's really simple. It's 2 steps. I mean, they want to make sure that the house appraised out, that the house is value, and that also you are a qualified buyer, that you can afford it from looking at your pay stubs, from looking at your credit score.
So what's the best way that we can apply?
Call a mortgage broker.
Yeah, get the original, but also get a realtor to give you good advice. You want the advice from them, not just to help you with who to select, but make sure that you're comparing like kind. One of the challenges right now is that when you look at APRs, you're not really comparing real cost of money with real cost of money. You need to look at the closing costs to give you a really comprehensive picture, a real picture of what's going on.
And the time of approval, what is it, generally 30 days? Or?
Hopefully it's 30 days. Sometimes it's longer. If it's FHA or VA or anything unusual, it may be longer than that. But I'd structure into your agreement 30 days.
There's so many people applying for these FHA loans that a lot of them are taking a little bit longer because you can put 3% down with the FHA loans.
Matt and Ron Phipps, thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thanks, John.
Hey, listen, if you need more real estate news and tips on mortgage applications, you can always visit our website. That's foxprovidence.com.